Hi there guys, welcome to my Overwatch video guides today. Today I'm going to be talking about the hero Orisa.
Your safety is my primary concern.
For me personally, I don't use Orisa that much, but she's so vital to have in a team because of her shield, which I'll explain very shortly. But the first thing I want to talk about today with Orisa is her weapon, which is called the fusion driver. Now this weapon, it's like a light machine gun because it's such a big bulky weapon and it fires so fast really and does loads of damage because they buffed her recently, so they've made her weapon kind of fire faster, which helps a bunch. And yeah, I want to talk about the fusion driver first. Now this weapon is a linear projectile weapon. It does 11 damage per shot. Its movement speed is 2.75 meters per second. The projectile speed is 80 meters per second. The rate of fire is 12 rounds per second. And the ammo is 150. And the reload time is 2.5 seconds. And it can headshot. So you'll want to be aiming for the head if possible with this weapon when you use Orisa. The reload is kind of slow for the characters in Overwatch, this 2.5 seconds that Orisa has, because the usual reload time is about 1.5 seconds give or take, so a little bit on the slow side. And yeah, of course, like I said, you want to be going for the heads of characters if you can, if possible, because you'll be doing more damage. But as you can tell, this weapon is super powerful and it's got good range too. Very good range. I don't know, it's very fun to use this weapon actually, I must admit. And this is just one thing of her big kit that she has, so yeah. That's her fusion driver weapon, guys. Yeah, very fun and powerful, to be honest. So yeah, next I want to talk about her halt ability. Now this ability is the one where it sucks enemies together. So basically, I will show you. It does this. Sucks enemies together. So they're grouped up together so they can kind of be easy to hit, do more damage kind of when they're grouped up together like that. Or if you can come along, do an ultimate, one of your team does. Yeah, it helps. It's really good. It can kill people quite a lot easier. And it's a projectile. The projectile speed is 20 meters per second. The area of effect is 7.5 meter radius, which is not bad. It's pretty good actually. That can definitely group up quite decently together. Can work quite well. And the casting time is 0.3 seconds and a 0.6 second activation delay, with a cooldown on the ability of 8 seconds. So 8 seconds is fairly good, I'd say. Maybe average, but it's fairly good. It's yeah, it's pretty decent. Not too bad, but it's not fantastic cooldown either. And this will help you basically get more kills in your group getting more kills. It kind of freezes enemies just for like a split second. Groups them up for like a better kills. So that's halt. Good to use. You want to be using that a lot, really. You want to be using that quite a lot of the time. As much as you can to do that, it will help you. And her next ability is Fortify. Now Fortify, you don't want to be using this all the time, but what this does is gives you a damage reduction of 50%. That's huge. That's a huge damage reduction. So you want to kind of save this one if it's if you're getting damaged quite a bit, or your team's kind of dying and they're trying to like take all of you out quickly, you want to try and soak up some damage, because this has a cooldown of 10 seconds and it only lasts for 4 seconds. So this is what it is. Orisa basically, she moves slower, kind of a little bit slower. She kind of yeah, basically gets pretty damn slow but really bulky at the same time. So you don't want to like spam this one, in my opinion. You just want to kind of use this one for when you are getting damaged quite a bit and your team's taking a lot of damage themselves too, just to make sure that you can last as long as you can and stay alive as long as you can. It's a very, very good ability actually, this one. It's very, very crucial to have in team fights, that's for sure. That's basically Fortify. Her next ability, of course, now is the shield, the protective barrier. Now this will protect your team by far. Now the stats for this, see, this is the shield. It's quite a big shield, kind of curves as well. Pretty amazing actually, to be honest. I personally think this is better than Reinhardt's shield, just because of the fact that you can actually deploy it every 8 seconds and it lasts for 20 seconds at a time before it goes, which is quite a lot. 900 health as well. And yeah, I mean, you can kind of put this on a payload, put this somewhere, walk off, stand behind it and shoot at the same time. Of course Reinhardt can't do that with his, he just has to hold it constantly. So yeah, for me this is a better shield than Reinhardt. You want to make sure when you use this everyone's behind it as much as possible. Use it for when your team kind of all group up together, throw it out, be like, yep, okay, use this. People over there, shoot them, make sure you're behind it, protect your team. Yep, pretty simple stuff really, to be honest. But yeah, you want to be using your shield all the time, all the time, all the time. It's very, very important. It will help you win fights massively. And that's her protective barrier, guys. Now what I'm going to talk about is her actual ultimate. It's called Supercharger. Now the stats are for this, it has 200 health, which is, in my opinion, not very good. Could definitely be higher. It gives a 50% damage boost to, well, to basically everyone who's basically next to it. And it has a 25 meter radius, which is good. I mean, you can't be too far away from the supercharger. You've got to be fairly close. So if I do the shield here, pull it down, it's got, well, actually the range is pretty good. I'm going to die now, but yeah, I mean the range is actually not bad. I thought it was worse than that, to be fair. So you could be quite far. See, this is kind of around the max range of it, and it can basically, yeah, when people are around it, it can have, I think it's like up to like 4 or 5 people at a time getting the damage boost. So yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to kind of use it if you really need that damage output. If your kind of enemy team's pushing you, throw your shield out, place it behind a shield, because if it's out in the open it will just die instantly. And yeah, make sure there's at least a couple of people near you of your team, and put it down and shoot away. Yeah, I mean, fire away. And that's what you're meant to do with Supercharger. Yep, its duration is 15 seconds and it costs 1,725 points, which is fairly reasonable. I don't really think it's slow, but it's not really fast either, in my opinion. So that's what you want to do with that, guys, Supercharger. And now for my final bit of the video, tips and tricks for Orisa, kind of to help. It's to always use your shield. Make sure you're behind your shield as much as you can, because that will help you so much. Make sure you're using this move here, so it sucks people in again. So it also kind of stops people as well. Halt, that's it. Remember the name now. You want to be using that as much as you can. Your shield as much as you can. Fortify when you really think you need to kind of soak up some damage, do a bit more damage, keep yourself alive. And yeah, I mean, your shield is vital though. You want to have that out as much as you can. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the video. if I was to say kind of positioning with Orisa, don't be too far ahead. So stay in kind of the mid to long range, stay with your team, make sure you're shielded up, and yeah, that should hopefully help, guys. Well, this is the end of my guide. If you can comment, rate, subscribe, that would be really appreciated. And I'll be doing more guides very soon. I will be doing kind of guides. Next will be Reaper, Roadhog, characters like that. Still got them to do. But yeah, guys, if you want to leave a question, let me know and I'll help you out. And yeah, I'll talk to you later, guys. Take care and thanks for watching the guide.